Pass rolling to his right. They throw it. The in route to Tanner. Steck makes the catch. Steck dives for the pylon. Touchdown!
Up by the Nuggets and an attack. That'll go for a kill from Anasteer.
Lamar looks for a block, makes a man miss at the 5. End zone touchdown. Swirls. Sets up middle. Jensen for the exclamation point kill.
30, the 20, the 15, the 10, and an 85-yard touchdown run for Landon Olsen.
Ulster Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Welcome to Thompson football fans. James Martin's back here with you on Your Live Event, yourliveevent.com, as we get set for a North Dakota Class A Region 2 football showdown between the Bottineau Braves and the Thompson Tommies. It is Thompson's homecoming week as well. So happy homecoming to Thompson Tommy family, Thompson Nation, and good to be with you here on, again, Your Live Event, yourliveevent.com. The Tommies and the Braves coming up here at year 2 to the Irie Insurance pregame show. Irie Insurance pregame show here on Your Live Event and yourliveevent.com. And Irie Insurance, your trusted personal business and farm insurance provider. They remind you to be on the lookout for farm machinery on the roadways or coming into or out of a field throughout the harvest season. Visit Irie Insurance online at irieins.com and our Irie Insurance pregame show. On our Irie Insurance pregame show, we'll be hearing from both coaches. We'll be hearing first, coming up here in just a few minutes, from Zach Keller, head coach of the Bottineau Braves, with some updates on his interview. As well, we'll hear from the head coach of the Thompson Tommies. We'll hear from Brady Schwab as well. So both head coaches, that's coming up in the foreground. A little bit later on, we'll take a look at what's going on under yourliveevent.com network game broadcast. Take a look at the standings and some notes ahead of this contest between the Bottineau Braves and the Thompson Tommies here on Your Live Event. Much more coming up on the Irie Insurance pregame show here next.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
I'm Darian Bitts. I'm confident on and off the field. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
I'm Doug Gray. I'm confident during the performance and when it's time for college. I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Back on the Irie Insurance pregame show, please be joined by the Bottineau head boys football coach, Zach Keller, on our pregame comments. And Coach, it's Football Friday night once again, and you got a tough contest tonight, the Thompson Tommies. Your thoughts on the game tonight?
Yeah, we're traveling a long ways down to Thompson. Should be a pretty good football game. I think, two teams that are pretty evenly matched. I think Thompson's had to figure some things out with shuffling some guys around this year, but I think, Coach Schwabe does a good job with them. They'll be ready to rock and roll. So we got to be playing our best, and hopefully we're ready to go Friday.
And you're coming off a tough sled here for the Braves, a 3-game losing streak. Your thoughts on what's going to take to turn it around and get the win tonight over the Tommies?
We just need to come out ready to play 4 good quarters of football. I mean, we've had stretches, in these last few games where we played good and stretches where we haven't played so good. And I think part of that, we've had to shuffle some guys around with some injuries. And, obviously you got guys, playing different positions. It's kind of a learning curve and learn on the fly. But I mean, there's been times where things have looked really good. So hopefully we'll turn that corner and get things rolling here.
Walk us through kind of some of the injuries specifically, how it's affected your team and who stepped up for your guys.
Well, I mean, the Langdon game, we got, all-state player Carson Hare from last year. Obviously we moved him to quarterback this year, and he got a little dinged up in that game. And it's, it's kind of a thing where we kind of got to go week by week with it. And I mean, obviously you take an all-state player off your team and you're trying to shuffle things around. You got to move a receiver to quarterback, and Tucker Fedge's been playing quarterback for us. He's a good kid, great leader, good athlete, just hasn't played a lot of quarterback. So it's, it's a tough position where you got to jump into, and, you got to know everything and where everybody is. And he's doing a good job at it. It's a lot to learn on the fly.
Yeah. And I think you still got active and healthy Khalil Abdurrahman, another fantastic athlete for the Bottineau Braves, a kid that can play any sport, and he's pretty good in the football field.
Yeah, he's just a good athlete who, he flies around and makes plays both sides of the ball. I mean, obviously a good hockey player, a good baseball player. He ran track last spring too. So we'll look for him to hopefully, give us an edge this Friday against Thompson. I mean, we got, 2 senior captains up front for us on the offensive line, and Jake Kennings and Nick Barbeau, and hopefully they can anchor us and get us going.
Anybody, any players specifically, I should say, on the Thompson side that really have impressed you watching film on them?
I mean, they got some good athletes. I guess I don't have their roster right next to me, but I mean, number 2 is, he's a pretty good athlete, good running back, plays out wide a little bit. And they got some big guys, number 4, I believe it's Carter Peterson, I think, plays tight end for him. He's, pretty good athlete. Number 10 is also solid receiving weapon. And, number 20 is a decent running back as well. And I think number 50 is a, solid linebacker, and he's good up front on the line. So, I mean, they got some good players. It should be a good game.
Zach, you're getting down to the playoff crunch here. Every game matters. You got a big game tonight against the Tommies. What do you need to do again to take care of business tonight?
We just got to play, sound football. We got to make sure we win the turnover battle. We can't kill ourselves, and that's with sometimes when you shuffle guys around a little bit, you can fall into that trap a little bit. And against, probably an opponent that's pretty evenly matched with us, we have to win that side of the ball, and then just play, fundamental good football.
Zach Keller, head coach for the Bottineau Braves, joining us here on the Irie Insurance pregame show. Coach, best of luck tonight. We'll see how the results shape out, but thanks for joining us.
You bet. Thanks for covering the game. Thanks for having me.
Mother Nature can strike at any time, and Irie Insurance is here to help. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve. Home insurance, auto insurance, crop insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance. We have you covered from head to toe, underground to sky. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote.
My coworkers here at Degelman are super supportive. We all get along. Makes for a really easy work day, easy work week.
From day one, I felt like it's been a big family here at Degelman.
Our culture at Degelman is really second to none. It's truly a family atmosphere.
It feels really great to be a part of a team that is building some of the toughest equipment in the farm industry.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
Back on the Irie Insurance pregame show here on Your Live Event, yourliveevent.com. Please be joined by the Thompson Tommy head boys football coach, Brady Schwab. And Coach, we're getting to that halfway point of the season. The playoff push is really in full swing. And through the first 5 games, your Tommies are right in the thick of that playoff chase for those final spots in the region. Give me your thoughts on the first 5 games of the year.
Yeah, it's been a learning year for us, right? We had a lot of kids playing spots that they didn't play last year. We had a few kids back that had been on the field a fair amount, but I've been happy with the kids, just how they come in. They've been receptive to the changes that we've made. They've been receptive to playing new positions, whether that's for the season or week to week. And it's one of those things where you kind of hope to build and improve every week, and we've done that. Nothing's perfect, not every game is perfect, but their preparation has been good. They've been great to work with, and we got a big one coming up tomorrow night. Hopefully we can continue to grow.
And you got a big one. You mentioned welcoming the Bottineau Braves to Thompson High. And what are your thoughts on Zach Killer's squad up in Bottineau?
Yeah, it's a high-powered offense, and I think their defense is underrated. I think everybody looks at what they did offensively or what they can do offensively and lose sight of the fact that they're real good on the defensive side too. So they're physical up front, which we know in this region is pretty standard across the board. And they might be down one gun with their quarterback down. He's a real deal, but the kid they've got in there right now that's played the last game or two is just as capable, and anytime you've got a multi-threat at the quarterback spot that can throw it and can run, it presents a lot of challenges for you. So, we've been spending a lot of time working through some of their zone read stuff and trying to make sure our coverages are shored up, while at the same time trying to figure out how we want to attack them on the defensive side against the fronts that they present. So, they're a tall task. There's no question about it. And, we got to make sure that we're assignment sound and we know what we want to do. And then, it's up to all of us to make sure we try to execute.
In particular, any adjustments you're looking to make from last week to this week, and kind of the keys specifically? What do you guys need to do when you come out of the gate firing?
Yeah. It's week to week, your game plan adjusts a little bit, whether you're in a 4-front, a 5-front, some of those things. And again, it's moving guys around. And the other thing that we've been trying to do the last couple of weeks is find a way to get some guys off the field in certain situations. We had 5, 6, 7 guys that were running 150 to 160 plays a night, and that's pretty unrealistic at any level. And if we can find a way to spell those guys 10 plays somewhere along the way, that's probably the biggest adjustment we've made throughout the course of the year, is how can we get them off the field without losing something, and at the same time have them on the field when we need plays to get made.
Brady, it's homecoming week this week. Got to be a pretty special feeling to have this kind of game on your home.
Homecoming is a lot more exciting for the student athletes and the student body than it is for the coaches. But I'll give our kids credit. We encourage them to participate, be involved in what they're doing with the school activities and those things. But when we get to practice at 3:45, we need 2 hours of your time. Then you can go back to being a kid and having all the fun stuff. So they've done that to this point. We've got one more day this week, obviously tonight with practice. And like I said, it's a good group of guys that has bought in and wants to participate in what we're doing. And we always tell them, if you can go out and you can execute what we're trying to do, and at the end of the day it isn't good enough, we can live with that. There's going to be times that you run into better than what you are. That's just a good life lesson. But the key is in the preparation, and do you know where to be, and can you get to that spot, and then it just turns into 15 to 18-year-olds playing a backyard fun game. So,
Coach, anything else you want to mention on the matchup between the Braves and the Tommies?
No, it's unique for me. It's the first time in the years I've been coaching that I've got to match up with Bottineau. My wife's from that area, so it's kind of neat to be able to match up from some of those, against teams that you haven't seen before. I'm excited that we get them on the grass instead of the turf that they have up there with the speed that they present. But nonetheless, hopefully Mother Nature cooperates, and we just appreciate you guys, all your coverage and what you do for us.
Thompson Tommy, head football coach, athletic director as well. Brady Schwab joining us on the Irie Insurance pregame show kickoff coming up. It should be an exciting game between the Tommies and the Braves. Coach, thanks so much.
Yeah, appreciate it.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Welcome to a better banking experience with First State Bank. Locations in Grand Forks, Thompson, Buxton, Mayville, and Portland, First State Bank is here for you. Locally owned for over 120 years, we know you and the area. Banking for today with savings, checking, and loan services for business, personal, or agriculture. And helping to guide you to tomorrow with wealth management and insurance services. Today, tomorrow, together. First State Bank. Stop into our locations in Grand Forks, Thompson, Buxton, Mayville, and Portland, or visit online firststatebanks.com.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Welcome back to Thompson football fans. James Martin's back here with you on your live event, yourliveevent.com. On the Irie Insurance pregame show here as we get set for football action, North Dakota Class A football action. We're getting to the meat of the postseason, or the meat of the regular season, I should say, with postseason implications starting to become a factor, including in this game. Let's take a look at the standings in Region 2. North Dakota Class A Region 2 standings right now. Langdon area, Edmore Munich, that football powerhouse, they're up at the top of the standings. 5-0 overall. They're 4-0 in the region, ranked as well in the most recent poll. Carrington, a half game behind at 4-1 in the region. Harvey Wells County at 3-1, a game back on Langdon for first place. Those are your top three. Then it's a long jam in the middle as Bottineau and Cavalier currently stand at 2-2, followed by Grafton and Thompson at 2-3, the Rugby Panthers at 0-3, and Park River at 0-4. So those are your standings in Class A Region 2. So Langdon, Carrington, Harvey Wells County feel like they've got an opportunity, good opportunity to really control their own destiny for those top three spots in not necessarily that order, but fourth seed and down. It could be an interesting story between those five teams. Kudos to Cavalier for getting themselves in the conversation. A nine-man powerhouse going up to Class A. First year, they're back in Class A, and they're right in the thick of things. Bottineau as well at 2-2. So Bottineau wins this game. They will be in the driver's seat for that fourth and final seed. If they win out, then they will be the fourth seed, and they will take on the top seed from Region 1, which looks to be the Kindred Vikings. Thompson, they definitely have a chance to get to the fourth seed. If they win out, they will likely finish inside the top four as well, and they would probably control their own destiny. Look at the remaining schedule here for Thompson. The only thing is they've got a tough remaining schedule. Langdon area, Edmore Munich at home. They still got to play the top team in the region, the Cardinals, and they're at Cavalier. That's their final regional contest of the year. They also lost the head-to-head to Grafton, so that's going to be a tough thing to come back from. But obviously, Brady Schwab squad, definitely some talented athletes on there, and they're going to do what they need to try and get themselves into that top four. Bottineau Braves, they've had some injury bugs just when they're starting to get one impact player back, Carson Hare. Another one of their players, Khalil Abdul-Rahman, will be out for tonight's game with a concussion. So Abdul-Rahman is out. That's a high-profile player, high-energy player. You can put him anywhere on the field. A four-sport athlete, as Coach Zach Keller was mentioning in the Irie Insurance pregame interviews. But Carson Hare, it doesn't look like he will take any snaps to begin this game, but he is dressed and he is ready for action. Tucker Feggi, the junior, will get the start once again for the Bottineau Braves. Bottineau, their remaining schedule after this, it's a fairly easy schedule. So again, if Bottineau comes away with a win tonight, they have a very good shot of locking up that 4th seed as they host Cavalier, they host Rugby, and they're at Park River area also. So Park River area, Rugby down there at the bottom of the standings, Cavalier in the middle. So Bottineau wins these next 2 games, looking pretty good to try to lock up a top 4 seed. Take a look at the games before, though. For Bottineau, they won their first 2 contests, 36-34 and 36-14. Then game at Carrington, boy, that was a barn burner. They won those 2 games, but then lost the next 3 at Langdon area and Munich, 34-6. At home against Harvey Wells County, 7-6. That's a big loss for Bottineau. And then Ellendale actually Cullum, 41-20, another loss for the Braves. So the Braves coming in on a 3-game losing streak. As for the Thompson Tommies, they've had an up-and-down season. They started with a loss, 34-20 to Grafton. Again, that's a big one because Grafton has the tiebreak now. The Tommies then defeated Park River area 26-20 before falling at Harvey Wells County 21-18 and falling at home to Carrington 45-15. Bounce back last week at Rugby 43-14, spoiled the Panthers' homecoming week festivities. And Thompson will look to continue their winning ways here on their home field. And they are 1-1 at home here this season. And again, for the Bottineau Braves, their road record stands at 1-1 as well. Some similarities, very similar teams, I think, between these 2 teams. It's going to be quite a fun matchup to see who comes away with a victory tonight. Again, you're in tune to the Irie Insurance pregame show here on Your Live Event, yourliveevent.com. The pregame clock is winding down. Before we get to that, we'll come back with our American Crystal Sugar starting lineups. And before you know it, the opening kickoff here from Thompson as the Tommies host the Braves on Your Live Event, yourliveevent.com.
Located on the beautiful Goose River in Hillsboro, the Goose River Golf Club offers both recreational and experienced golfers a great round. It's a 9-hole course open to the public, located right off exit 104 on I-29. The Goose River Golf Club in Hillsboro offers annual memberships for singles and families, also college memberships, first-time memberships, and outside 30-mile radius of Hillsboro membership available as well. Men's Day is Wednesday, Ladies' Day is Tuesday. You can learn more about getting on the Goose River Golf Club, gooserivergolfclub.com.
At Ironhide, we like to have our sales guys cater to the owners of the businesses or the customers that they're trying to help out to actually find a solution to their problem. We understand that customers have a job to do, and we strive to keep that job going without interruption.
We've invested so heavily in this facility, but bigger than that, in the people.
I think it's fair to say you pay more now than ever before to operate your vehicles. We've got some relief. I'm Chris Moan with Nodak Insurance. Our auto customers are driving safer with fewer accidents, and for many that translates into lower premiums. If you're not seeing lower rates with your insurance company, call me to compare. You might save some money, and you will get better service. Call me today at 757-1613, or stop by one of my locations at 1913 South Washington in Grand Forks or 207 Main Street in Dakota.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back to Thompson here on the Irie Insurance pregame show on Your Live Event, yourliveevent.com. Irie Insurance, your trusted personal business and farm insurance provider. They remind you to be on the lookout for farm machinery on the roadways or coming into or out of a field throughout the harvest season. Visit Irie Insurance online at irieins.com. And I don't know if you can see, but it is absolutely pouring rain here in Thompson. We're going to get some showers throughout the night and into tomorrow in the Red River Valley. So be mindful of that as you make your travel plans. and as you try to enjoy football games on Football Friday night here. Before we get to the starting lineups here, let's take a look at what's going on around the YourLiveEvent.com network. Got 8 football games for your perusal here tonight. And we will go to the national anthem. We'll go around the league after our national anthem.
This is Chris Brecken from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to our growers. Your trust and fellowship is the driving force behind our dedication to your successful farming operation. We continue to invest in the education of our team to ensure your customer experience is outstanding. Thank you for the opportunity to be your planter experts. Stop by either of our locations in Hillsboro or Drayton, North Dakota, or visit planterdoc.com.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits, including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
And back here to Thompson. It's time now for our American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineups. American Crystal Sugar, live the sweet life, great careers, quality products, grower owned, crystalsugar.com. In the, we'll go with the road starters first for the Bottineau Braves. And we'll read their offensive starters as the Braves won the toss. They elected to receive. They will start with the 5'9", 160-pound junior at quarterback, number 9, Tucker Fedge. At the running back, a 5'9", 175-pound junior, number 21, Will DeMontney. And wide receiver, a senior, number 1, 6'1", 160-pound senior, Easton Freeman. At a wide receiver, a senior, number 23, 6'1", 170, Ty Marum. Another senior wide receiver, 6'1", 150-pound, number 7, Brooks Siemens. And on the line, it's a junior, number 51, 6'2", 170, Bud Wilkie. At the left guard, it's a 6'3", senior, 230-pound, number 60, Jake Hennings. At the center, it's a 6'2", senior, 230-pound, number 56, Nick Barbeau. At right guard, it's a 6'1", 190-pound sophomore, number 55, Cooper Beckman. And at right tackle, it's a junior, number 52. He's at 6', 180, and Noah Bedlin. That's the starters for Zach Keller, assisted by Cody Bedlin, Travis Hennings, and Chris Bedlin. For the Bottineau Braves, again, the Thompson Tommies here, they don't announce the starters, so we'll respect that, and we won't announce their starters either. That's the American Crystal Sugar Company starting lineups. You're on Your Live Event, YourLiveEvent.com. We're getting set for kickoff here. The Braves in the black jersey, or excuse me, the Tommies in the black jerseys, green helmets, silver double T on the helmets, white numbers, kicking right to left, and the Braves in the white jerseys, purple numbers, and the white helmets, Braves in purple. Easton Freeman and Jonas Parisian back to receive for the Braves. Again, they won the toss. They elected to receive. So Thompson will receive the second half kickoff. We'll see how that goes. as we are underway here, homecoming week in Thompson. Parisian couldn't quite field it. He's got to run back to get it there on the far hash marks. And cuts up the field at across the 15 or so. And that's where the Bottineau Braves will begin here. And coming out again, it is Tucker Fedge to start at quarterback for the Braves. Coming in for the injured Carson Hare. Carson Hare, multi-talented athlete. Basketball more Carson Hare sport. And for Tucker Fedge, hockey is really his passion. But they are both excellent football players as well. So it's 1st and 10. Again, they'll mark it at the 18-yard line for the Braves. Bottineau takes over first. 3 to the right, or 3 to the left, 1 to the right here on a 1st and 10 with a handoff. It's up the gut. Not much work in there. Short gain, maybe to the 20. Brings up a second and mid-range here. And on the stop, a host of Tommies, including Landon Gates, the freshman. Oh, bring him to the 19, a gain of a yard. The play there, coming in off the bench, it's Easton Marham, the freshman, will trot onto the field there for the Braves. Again, Bottineau is 2-2 in the region. Thompson 2-3, so big game, playoff implications, early playoff implications on the line. In the gun, takes the snap, out towards the sideline. There's a catch, easy catch that time. Right in the breadbasket of Ty Marham, the senior. And that will be the first down there. They'll mark the ball at the 29-yard line. Pickup of 10 there for Ty Marham. So move the chains there for the Bottineau Braves. On a 10-yard pass play there from Fedge, his first completion of the contest. Handoff up the middle, not much work in there. Maybe a gain of a yard. And it's going to be 2nd and long. 10:48 and counting here on the Nodak Insurance Company, Chris Moen Agency, Grand Forks, Dakota scoreboard. You can find that QR code at the bottom of your screen to get more information on how Chris Moen can answer your insurance questions. I'm moving up to the 30, a gain of a yard. 2 rushes, 2 yards combined, 1 pass for 10 yards at the second, and a short 10. Back to pass. Fedge, miscommunication there that time with his intended receiver there, Emerson Marham. It's an incomplete pass. It'll bring up 3rd and a short 10. Big 3rd down early here for both these squads, trying to set the tone. As both teams, again, trying to rotate guys in and out to try to keep them fresh, as Brady Schwab said in the pregame interviews. Zach Keller saying that just a lot of new guys and injuries, so a lot of new guys in new places. There's a snap. Fedge rifles it, overthrows his intended receiver that time, Brooks Siemens. And on the coverage, Drew Overby. So it's going to be almost a 3-and-out, 1 first down. Fedge 1 for 3 through the air for 10 yards on that drive. And so it'll be punt formation coming for the Braves. Thompson will go back to receive the punt here. It's going to be Brody Gibson, the homecoming king, back to receive the punt. Good snap. And it's up into the air. Across the 50, takes a bounce. Across the 45. And around the Thompson 43-yard line with 10:09 to go here in the opening quarter. No score yet on that Nodak Insurance Company, Chris Moen Agency, Grand Forks, Dakota scoreboard. Drew Overby, quarterback there for the Tommies, the senior. He's a heck of a basketball player as well. He slung the ball around 665 yards passing. Some more on him here in just a little bit. 7 touchdowns, 6 picks on the year. 1st and 10 of the I formation. Overby takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff to Gibson, who slipped there on the field. He's up to about the 49, or 44, excuse me. It'll be a gain of 1, and it'll be a 2nd and 9 with under 10 minutes remaining here in this opening quarter. Up to the field here on a 2nd and 9. In the backfield now with Overby. That's Josh Juve, Jr. 3 to the right, 1 to the left here. Takes the snap, the handoff, goes to Juve, and not much going there. Gain of another yard. And so it will be 3rd and 8. Off of 1-yard carries from Juve and Gibson. Ball spotted at the 45 on the near side hash marks. 9-12 and counting here in the opening quarter. First drive for the Tommies. First drive for the Braves with 5 plays ending in a punt. Man in motion as Overby takes the snap. Going to be a handoff looking for the left-hand side. Denied access that time by Will Demotny. The junior wraps him up and wraps up Gibson and takes him down for a loss. They'll spot the ball there at the 43-yard line, a loss of 2 yards. It'll be a 3 and out there. For the Tommies. Total now of 2 yards rushing for both these teams combined through the first 2 possessions. There's the punt. It's on the way. Freeman is back to receive as that ball will roll all the way down to about the 21. And so that's where Bottineau will start their second possession already of the game with 8:17 to go here in the opening quarter. Again, it is raining pretty nicely, pretty profusely, pretty potently, however you want to describe it. It is pouring out here in Thompson, so that's going to definitely affect ball security, ball control. At this rate, if we don't have a fumble of the game, I will be surprised. Bottineau again rolling left to right on that screen as Tucker Feggi and company come out for the second drive. Quinn's right and left. Man in the backfield, he's going to get the call on the handoff. Looks like it's going to be Will Demotny with the carry. Not very far. He'll pick up biggest run of the game, though. He'll pick up 4 to the 25, Will Demotny. It'll be 2nd and 6. 7:50 and counting here in the opening quarter. No score. Under center, Feggi takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff. Trying to go up the right-hand side and tackled immediately. There by the Tommies. In on the stop for Thompson is Will Welke. Junior comes away with the tackle. A gain of a yard, though, for Bottineau. 3rd and 5. And trotting onto the field here now for the Bottineau Braves. That's Landon Solberg, sophomore. On this 3rd and 5, already had a couple of punts. As we march towards the halfway point of the first quarter. Feggi in the gun, takes the snap, play action. Looking to sling it across. He nearly had his man. It's incomplete as that pass was intended for Ty Marham. And so that'll be a 4th and 5. Feggi, his first pass went for 10 yards. His last 3 have gone for nothing. 3 incompletions. So Bottineau will be forced to punt it here again as Gibson will go back to receive the punt again. He is just ever so slightly going back into his own territory. On the punt, I believe that is Easton Freeman to punt it away. Low snap. He does pooch it away. Takes a sidewinding bounce across the Thompson 35, about the 34. Brooks Siemens actually on the punt there for the Bottineau Braves. So 6:51 to go in this opening quarter. Thompson's going to get the ball back. And the ball will be spotted on their own 34-yard line. Taking a check of some of the other games here going on yourliveevent.com. We got 8 of them for you tonight. South and North, that one's underway. Chase Miller in the call for that one. Hillsborough Central Valley is at Central Cass. Adaborp West at Polk County West for Polk County West Thunder homecoming. Overby, under center, takes the snap, hands off to Gibson with some room to run. Wrangled down there that time at the 40 for a pickup of 6 there for Gibson. He had -1 yard prior to that carry. Be a 2nd and 4 here, 6:34 to go in this opening quarter. Also on your live event tonight, Carrington travels to Lisbon. Mahnomen Waban hosts Bagley. Northern Cass hosting Mayport CG. Hankinson at Sargent County. And International Falls is at Greenway Naswak. That's all what's going on in yourliveevent.com. 2nd and 4 here. Handoff. Right side. Room to run. Nice moves for Gibson. 45-40. 35-30. Down the sideline. Tripped up. At around the 20. Touchdown saving tackle, I believe, by Nick Barbeau, the senior. Tripped him up. But a big gain for Gibson. Goes into Bottineau territory. They're going to mark the ball down at the 22 and a half or so. I'll say the 23. So a pickup there of 37 yards for Gibson. I have him down now. 4 carries for 42 yards. As pitch. Out to the left-hand side, Josh Juvie will lose a yard on the play down to the 24. Makes it a 2nd and 11. 5.5 remaining here in this opening quarter. Big runs for Gibson. One big run, 37 yards. That's been the difference maker here so far. As Overby and Gibson in the gun, 2 to the right and 1 to the left on a 2nd and 11. Handoff Gibson, wrangled from behind. Will Damani grabs the left leg. We do get a whistle and a 3rd down there as it's no gain there for Gibson. 3rd and 11 at their own 24. Clock winding down here, 4:50. And counting in this opening quarter. Thompson rolling right to left in the black jerseys, green helmets, white numbers. High formation coming out here with Overby. Gibson tailback, man in motion. As Overby takes the snap, we got a flag. Rolling to the right, chucking to the end zone. Incomplete. Just dropped that time by Carter Peterson. Couldn't quite haul it in. We do get our first penalty of the game, though. Looks like it's going to go against Thompson. And here we're going to get a holding on Thompson. Penalty will be declined, and it will be 4th down. So an incomplete pass there for Overby. I have him down as his first pass attempt of the game. And, of course, you're in no man's land, and the weather is not the greatest. So even if you had a kicker, you probably wouldn't to go for a kick here. You're going for it on 4th and a long 10. Need about the 13-yard line for the first down. So they break the huddle here. 2 men to the left, none to the right. Gibson and Juvie in the backfield. Overby backpedals, being chased, gets the dump pass, and breaks a tackle, breaks another, breaks a third. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Thompson. Josh Juvie into the end zone for 6 points. That's a 24-yard pass play from Overby to Juvie. And so Juvie gets the score. Overby with a touchdown pass. About a 23.5, 24-yard. I'll round up for him. Receiving touchdown. They'll go for 2 here, of course. 6-0. Thompson on that Nodak Insurance Company, Chris Mullen, Grand Forks, Dakota scoreboard. 2 to the right, 1 to the left here on this 2-point conversion. Overby takes the snap, rolling to his right, looking for the pylon. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good. That's Peterson, I believe, with a 2-point conversion. And so with that, on your Nodak Insurance Company, Chris Mullen Agency, Grand Forks, Dakota scoreboard, it's Thompson 8, Bottineau 0.
I'm Darian Bitts. I'm confident on and off the field. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nb.gov/confident.
I'm Doug Gray. I'm confident during the performance and when it's time for college. I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
And here for the kickoff, it's a little pooch kick. And falling on at that time for the Braves, that's Cooper Beckman. All's on the ball there. 8-0 on our Nodak Insurance Company, Chris Moen, Grand Forks, Dakota scoreboard off Josh Juvie's third touchdown reception, just his 9th catch of the season. Overby's really spreading it around here as he now has 8 touchdown passes for the year to 6 interceptions. Ball will be spotted on the Bottineau 38-yard line. That's where the Braves will start, with 4:10 to go here in this opening quarter. Best starting field position for the Braves. Their average in the first 2 drives was 19.5. Fedge under center, 2 to the right, 1 left. He takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and nothing going there. He's pushed back. Tied by the Thompson defense. They topple over. Running back that time, and it's going to be Easton Freeman on the carry. It'll be 2nd and 10. Ball still spotted on that 38 as Freeman goes nowhere. Back up to the line for the Braves. 2 left, 1 right. Fedge takes the snap, back to pass, looking left, throwing left. It's overthrown. Throws it into the Thompson sideline. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Again, Fedge started out with a 10-yard pass, since then 0 for 4. Carson Hare, again, the normal starting quarterback for the Braves, injured in the game against the Langdon area Edmore Munich Cardinals. Hare is active tonight, but I'm guessing Coach Zach Keller wants to hold him and save him for games down the line. As we get 2 receivers out left, 1 right on this 3rd and 10. Man in motion, that's Freeman going left to right. Fedge looks that way, then looks left, and tries to go up the middle. And it's going to be a tackle after a gain of about 3, maybe 4 for Tucker Fedge. Looked right, looked left, saw an opening, and but I don't know he quite opened up fast enough for him. A gain of 3 on the play. It'll be a 4th and 7, and looks like the Braves will be punting for the 3rd time here this evening. As Gibson will trot back to receive the punt. As that's Siemens back to punt it away. Snap, and the punt is a driver. Gibson will bounce off his helmet, and he's able to recover at the 30. Bottineau nearly had a gift there. Gibson will fall in it. Really no gain on that return. 2:36 remains here in the opening quarter, and Thompson will start with the ball at their own 30. Thompson starting field position. The average looks to be about the 37-yard line, 36, 37. Last drive went just 6 plays, 2 runs for Gibson, then what was going to be a 4th down, or what was a 4th down touchdown catch for Josh Juvie. So it's 1st and 10 here for Overby under center. Takes the snap. It's going to be a handoff. He ran into the running back, and he's still on his feet. How'd they get out? Gibson still going. 50, 45, and ushered out of bounds that time by Siemens. So that looked like a busted play all the way through, and Gibson still finds a way to pick up a big chunk of yards across midfield, across the 45 to the bottom of 43. A pickup of 27 yards for Gibson. That's his 2nd carry of 25-plus tonight. I've got him down now for 6 carries for 69 yards. High formation here for the Tommies on a 1st and 10 from the 43 of Bottineau. Handoff, and that's going to be a run on the right-hand side. Juvie on the carry. And that's across the 40 to about the 36. Gain of 7. It'll be a 2nd and 3. .150 and counting here in this opening quarter. The Thompson Tommies on a touchdown for Josh Juvie. That's the difference maker here so far. As a timeout is screamed out by Brady Schwab. Heard that one all the way here from the box. 1:37 to go here in the opening quarter. 8-0 Thompson on that Nodak Insurance Company. Chris Moe and Grand Forks, Dakota scoreboard.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Out of the timeout here on Your Live Event, yourliveevent.com on the Chris Moe and Grand Forks, Dakota scoreboard. Thompson 8, Bottineau 0. 1:37 to go here in this opening quarter off a Josh Juvie 24-yard touchdown run. Actually, a touchdown pass, I should say. Touchdown pass from Overby to Juvie. It'll be a 2nd and 3 at the Bottineau 36. One right, one left, I formation. Overby takes the snap. Handoff. Gibson is going to get the first down. Maybe. Might have been a little short there, actually. And he is short. They'll mark him about a... Well, they'll mark it inside the 30... Right on the 35. So... about 2 yards shy, actually. Gain of a yard there for Gibson. Brings up now a 3rd and 2. Gibson coming in on the ground. The leading rusher, 438, or second leading rusher to Josh Juvie, 478 yards, 438 for Gibson. 3rd and 2. Overby, screen. Ball's up for grabs. It's out of bounds. Either way, it'll be 4th down there on the incomplete from Overby. Pass was behind. It was behind the receiver, so goes all the way back to the 41. And it's a 4th and 8 here now for Thompson, and on the Bottineau 41. Looks like they are going to bring in the punt team here with 39 seconds left in the opening quarter. Either that or they'll bring in a whole new unit, and we do get a timeout for Thompson. Already their 2nd timeout of the half. And they remain in front 8-0 on that Nodak Insurance, Chris Moe and Grand Forks, Dakota scoreboard.
Mother Nature can strike at any time, and Irie Insurance is here to help. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve.
Home insurance, auto insurance, crop insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance.
We have you covered from head to toe, underground to sky. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote.
Out of the timeout, 39 seconds to go in the opening quarter. 8-0 Thompson off of Josh Juvie, 24-yard touchdown reception. We've already had 4 punts in the game. 3 from the Bottineau Braves, 1 from the Tommies, 1 touchdown as well. They will go for it here on 4th and 8. Juvie to Overby's left, 3 to the right and 1 to the left here on this 4th and about 8-9. Overby launches it One-on-one, it's overthrown, incomplete. Turnover on downs. And Overby now on the game. He is 1 for 4 for 18 yards and a touchdown. As that, we get another timeout by Bottineau. 7 seconds between a timeout from Bottineau and a timeout from Thompson. We're going to keep things here and chronicle the first 6 drives of the game. Punt, 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 touchdown, punt, turnover on downs. A couple of big runs, and I'll say by the Thompson team, because I might have interchanged Gibson and Juvie there in the early going, but rushing attack for Thompson, a couple of big runs of 37 and 27 yards. Otherwise, it's less than 10. It's 10 or less on every single play. So there are 3 plays of over 10 yards. The 24-yard touchdown pass from Overby to Juvie, and then 2 big runs from Thompson running backs, 37 and 27. Otherwise, it's been 10 yards or less. So tough going here in the rain. That doesn't help either. And it's 8-0 Thompson. They really need this win tonight. It will be a huge win for them. They still got to play Langdon. We'll have that game for you on YourLiveEvent.com 2 weeks from today. We'll also have next week's game against Northern Cass on Your Live Event, where they close out the season. I believe against Cavalier, Thompson will. 1st and 10 there for the Braves, with now 32 seconds left, already the 7th possession of this quarter. Tucker Feggie will take the Jake Henning snap, or excuse me, the Nick Barbeau snap. As DeMontney goes on the carry, brings it up from the 41 to the 43. It'll be a 2nd and 8 here for the Braves. DeMontney have him down 2 carries for 6 yards. Bottineau on the ground, 6 carries overall for 12 yards. As that ends the first quarter of the Nodak Insurance Company Chris Moe and Grand Forks Dakota scoreboard. Thompson 8, Bottineau 0. Back after this for the second on Your Live Event.
My coworkers here at Degelman are super supportive. We all get along. Makes for a really easy work day, easy work week.
From day one, I felt like it's been a big family here at Degelman.
Our culture at Degelman is really second to none. It's truly a family atmosphere.
It feels really great to be a part of a team that is building some of the toughest equipment in the farm industry.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
Start of the second quarter here on Your Live Event. Bottineau Braves trot out onto the field. They'll now be going right to left in the white jerseys, purple numbers, gray pants, white helmets, Braves in purple cursive. Here on a 2nd and 8 from about their own 43. Blitz shown, and blitz coming, and blitz successful. Signed, sealed, delivered that time for Will Welke, picking up a big tackle for loss. And it'll send it back to about the not too much of a loss. We'll call it 42.5 or so. It'll be a 3rd and 9. Feggie in the gun here with DeMontney, 2 to the right and 2 to the left. Welke will back off this time on a 3rd down. Feggie over the middle, got Freeman. Nice coverage there from Overby to knock it away. Brings up a 4th and 9 there for the Braves. Looks to be another 3 and outs. As Feggie now is at 1 for 6. 10 yards. Bottineau struggling to get any offense going right now. Just 21 yards of total offense. 11:15 to go here in the quarter. Siemens on another punt. Those have been nice. As that goes towards the sideline, it'll die at about the 20-yard line with 11:06 remaining here in the opening half. First and 10 for Thompson again. One drive ending in the end zone. The rest, we have had now 5 punts and 1 turnover on downs. Again, right now it's Langton area, Edward Munich, Carrington, then Harvey Wells County as your top 3 teams right now in the standings. Bottineau, Thompson, Grafton, and Cavalier all bunched up either at 2-2 or 2-3 in the middle, trying to grab that 4th and final spot. Man in motion, that's Gibson. Overby takes the snap, handoff, goes to Juvie, and he's able to keep churning the legs there. Cross the 35, or across the 30, excuse me, and it will be a first down out to the 33. Gain of 13 for Juvie. And that'll bring up here a first and 10 as the Tommies close in on 100 yards rushing. They had over 400 yards of offense in the win over Rugby last week, did the Tommies. Not sure we'll get to that here this time around. Handoff, and not much doing there. Maybe up to the 35. Gain of a yard or 2. On a first and 10, it'll be 2nd and 8. There for the Tommies. They'll mark it at the 34, so a gain of a yard. For Juvie, 2nd and 9 here. In the pregame, I believe Brady Schwab saying that Bottineau, of course, they got the high-powered offense, but he's saying their defense is very underrated. And other than the one drive so far, they have been successful at stopping Thompson from getting into the end zone. On a 2nd and 9, 10 minutes left in the opening half. It's a handoff to Gibson this time. Gibson, there's a face mask, there's another, and that will certainly result in extra yards for the Tommies. Just one penalty flag thrown so far in this game. It was declined. It was a holding on Thompson. This will be the first penalty against Bottineau today. And again, we will have some yardage here. They'll mark it from the spot of the foul, which is the 34, and they're going to wave off the flag, actually. Interesting there. So they will wave it off. It'll stay at the 34, so no gain on the time. That time for Gibson. And so again, it'll be 2nd and 9. Interesting call. I did see the helmet kind of move back a little bit, but I guess the officials thought that it either wasn't worthy of a penalty, or it wasn't there. It was something else. Maybe it was their own team. Maybe it was friendly fire, if you will. Either way, it's a 2nd and 9. 3rd and 9, excuse me. 3rd and 9 of the I formation. Overby under center, takes the snap, back to pass. Looking over the middle, overthrows his man. Just overthrows Brooks Siemens from the Bottineau Braves as well. And that'll be a 3 and out. Punt formation coming up once again. Both quarterbacks, starting quarterbacks for the game, have one complete pass. One complete pass. They're now 2 for 11 for a combined 28 yards. Those two quarterbacks, Overby and Fedgy. There's a punt, big boomer that time from Charlie Yon. That'll take a slight roll, and it'll be down inside the 35. 9:20 remaining here in the opening half. That Josh Juvie touchdown is the difference maker so far, and at the rate we're going, and it could be a low-scoring game. As they'll spot the ball here at the 31. 31 there for the Bottineau Braves, with 9:20 again remaining in the opening half. No, punt. Their first 4 drives. 9th drive of the game total fifth drive for Bottineau. Blitz shown, picked up, Fedgy back to pass, and it's a incomplete, out of bounds, they're going to say, for Easton Lovelace. And so that will go down as an incomplete pass. Make it 2nd and 10 at the Bottineau 31. Coming up at the half, we'll give you halftime stats and analysis. We'll see if we have some score updates from around our broadcasting network. Maybe check the Twitterverse as well for scoring updates. 2nd and 10 here for the Braves. Fedgy takes the snap, back to pass, out to the sticks on the right-hand side, and nice gain to make it at least 3rd and manageable. They'll move the ball up to about the 34, so a gain of, or the 39, 39 for a gain of 8. 3rd and 2. Emerson Marham on the catch there that time for the Braves. It's the 2nd completion here tonight for Fedgy and Bottineau. And we get a timeout there. Bottineau as the play clock was winding down. 8:31 to go here in the opening half on that Nodak Insurance Company, Chris Moe and Grand Forks Lakota scoreboard. Thompson 8, Bottineau 0.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Out of the timeout on that Nodak Insurance Company, Chris Moe and Grand Forks Lakota scoreboard. It's 8-0. Thompson with the lead over Bottineau. Remember to scan that QR code at the bottom of the screen. If you need some agents with answers, Chris Moe is there for you in Grand Forks. Bottineau comes out just 1 first down this entire first half for the Braves. Before that 8-yard catch, they had 21 yards of total offense, so 29 yards of total offense for the Braves on a 3rd and 2 now. Fedgy, inside handoff, and stonewalled there by the Tommies. Maybe a gain of a yard, but it'll be 4th and short. Leading the charge there that time for Tommies. Looked like Nolan Bergeron leading the way there. Or actually, Kellen Thompson, the senior. Thomsen. 4th and 1, and at the 40, Bottineau's going to go for it here. Fourth and 1 on a sneak, and I'm not sure. See what the official's call is here.
41-yard line.
And still looking at it. And they're going to bring up the chains. Oh, they gave the sign to bring up the chains, and then they changed it saying 1st down. 2nd first down of the game for the Braves. I believe that's Tucker Fedgy on the sneak. And it's 1st down. So the clock will continue to roll here. 7.5 to go in the opening half. Josh Juby's 24-yard touchdown catch on a 4th down is the difference so far in this game. 1 right, 1 left in the I formation. Fedgy back to pass, slings it towards the sticks on the right-hand side. Got his man and landed Solberg. Solberg's first catch of the game. Moves it up to the 46. And that'll be a 2nd and 5. Fedgy starting to figure something out here. He's completed his last 2 passes after a stretch of 6 consecutive incompletions. And Bottineau right now in the driver's seat. And they have relatively, according to the standings, easy schedule the rest of the way with Rugby and Park River still left to be played. So that's a pitch out to the outside as it's Easton Freeman, and he's wrapped up there across the 45 to about the 47-yard line. Pick up of a couple yards. 1 yard. Brings up a 3rd and 4. Not much going on the ground so far for Bottineau. Have them down for 14 yards on the ground. And 23 through the air, 37 total yards of offense. 3rd and 4. 1 right, 2 left. Veggie back to pass. Man coming off the edge. Veggie steps up, unleashes one, and it's got a connection. Big time catch across the Thompson 35. There for Ty Marham. Marham with a big catch there that time. They'll spot the ball there at the 31 for a pickup of 22. Ty Marham there, 2 catches, 32 yards. And Veggie, after going 6 straight incompletions, has connected on his last 3 passes. 1st and 10 on the Thompson 31. Veggie, inside handoff. Initial blockade. Couple of yards for Damani across the 30 to about the 29. And that'll make it a 2nd and 8. 9th play of the drive coming up. The previous longest drive was tied for 5 plays. Actually, 6 plays. 6 plays there for Thompson on that touchdown. So already play number 9 coming up here on this drive. Veggie takes the snap. Outlet pass. It's complete. And it'll be complete there to Siemens. Rick Siemens on the catch there at the 25. It'll be about 3rd and 4. Make 3rd down here for the Braves. Trying to respond here on this drive. Man out to the left and right. I formation here on a 3rd and 4. Got to think 2 down territory here. Veggie back to pass. Looking, escaping. Trying to get out of the pocket. Cannot quite get away from Carter Peterson. Peterson with the sack. Brings up a 4th and long. Of course, Bottinau's going to go for it here in no man's land. Back at the Thompson 34-yard line. A loss of 9 on the sack. And I'll bring up a 4th and 13. Two to the right, 2 to the left here. Damani in the backfield with Veggie on a 4th and long, and a muff snap, and I don't even think that even got off. Slipped on the ball, and so that'll be a TOD. Gives the ball back to Thompson with 3.5 to go. In this opening half, ball spotted on their own 34 now. By the way, both teams with 1 timeout. Thompson took 2 quick ones in the first quarter, and Bottineau followed suit not too long after that. So both teams with 1 timeout left. Thompson still with plenty of time on this drive. 3.5 minutes remaining as the rain has stopped as well. Overby, under center, takes the snap. Rolls out, pass to the left. Snagging it that time is Juvie. Not a gain of 6 out to the 40-yard line. He is 2nd and 4. And Juvie now, it's his 2nd catch of the game. 2 catches, 30 yards, and a touchdown. Overby now 2 completions for 24 yards. Second and 4 here. 1 left, 2 right. 2 men in the gun with Overby. Rolls out to the right. Looking down the field. Got 2 men to catch it, and 1 will haul it in. Gavin Krogstad with the catch. Ball will be spotted right at midfield for a gain of 10 and a 1st down. So Veggie was finding some success through the air on the last drive. Now as the rain has stopped, Overby finding that success on a gain of 10 to Krogstad. First and 10 at midfield. 3:14 to go as Krogstad was out of bounds, so clock stopped. 2 right, 2 left here now. Overby takes the snap, back to pass. Left-hand side. Got his man, that's Peterson. Out at about the 45. That's now 3 straight completions. And he'll bring up a 2nd and 5 here. As Carter Peterson hauls in his first catch of the game. 250 and counting here in the opening half. Still just that 8-0 score. A Josh Juvie 24-yard receiving touchdown. The only score so far with a 2-point conversion for Peterson as well. Overby rolls to the left, fires towards the left. Gibson was the intended target, out of bounds. As on the coverage there for Bottineau, Tucker Fetchy. Brings up a 3rd and 5. So 4 straight pass plays out of the gate here on this drive. Brady Schwab and the Tommies definitely changing things up a little bit here, trying to generate some offense. So you got to think this might be 2-down territory as well. Maybe 2 downs to pick up 5 yards and a critical 1st down to try and keep the drive alive. 2 left, 1 right here. Man in motion, that's Juvie. Handoff, Gibson, room to run. He's still got some room. Only a couple men to beat. Trying to stutter step his way to the end zone across the 20. And at about the 15-yard line. Big carry there for the homecoming king, Brody Gibson. I'll mark it down at the 15. Gain of 30. If I did have the previous 2 carries for Gibson correct, that's his 3rd carry of 25 yards plus, 37, 27, and 30. 1st and 10, now on the Bottineau 15. 6th play of the drive coming up here. And another run, and this time not as successful. Gibson again, I believe. All spotted to the 12 or so. Gain of about 3. Over 100 yards rushing now for the Tommy running backs in Gibson and Juvie. 2nd and a short 8. Overby back to pass, rolling to the right and chucking, knocked away. Good deflection there that time by the Braves. Brings up a 3rd down. Of course, 4-down territory here is play number 8 of the drive upcoming. Overby hit 3 straight completions, now has missed his last 2. 98 seconds left in the opening half. They do lead 8-0, trying to extend that lead here. It's past the 45-minute mark of this match, a fast-moving first half between 2 teams in Region 2, trying to get in the driver's seat for the 4th and final seed. Overby, back to pass, pressure coming. Nice crossing route over the middle by Peterson, trying to go to the pylon. Didn't quite get there. And it should be... Whoop. Well, hold on now. Thought I saw an official in the end zone waving for a touchback. I'll sort this out here. Got one official standing where it would likely be a 1st down for the Tommies, and it is going to be a touchback. Ball is fumbled out of bounds through the end zone. A miscue for the Tommies. Results in an extra drive for Bottineau here. All be spotted there at the, should be at the 20-yard line. And that is indeed where they'll spot it at the 20 with 88 seconds remaining. Peterson was lunging for that pylon. He was just short. The pylon actually fell over, but I don't think the ball touched it. And it went out of bounds through the end zone. It's Fedgy and the Braves trying to go up the field quickly here. And it's a good start there, as that's a catch by Landon Solberg. And goes to the at the 30. Needed 10, got 10. Tucker Fedge really starting to get rolling here. He's connected on his last 5 pass attempts. There for 49 yards. 1st and 10. 68 seconds to go in the half. Fedge back to pass and nearly picked off. Just through the fingertips that time of Charlie Yon. Intended for Emerson Marham as that's incomplete. Brings up a 2nd and 10 there at the Bottineau 30. Does give Zach Keller and his squad a chance to breathe a little bit and try to figure out what play they want to get here. Again, just one touchdown. We've had a plethora of punts here in the first half. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. A couple of turnover on downs, just including third turnover on downs, bubbled through the end zone. Fedge looking. It's almost intercepted. Juvie nearly hauled it in. He had it and dropped it as the pass attempt for Easton Freeman. Trying to go back shoulder there. That is incomplete. And now Thompson, you got to start thinking here, if you can get a stop here, you do have a timeout left. Could get some decent field position out of this as it's a 3rd and 10. So think about at least a safe-ish play here for Zach Keller and the Braves. 3 right, 1 left. Fedge, he is going to quarterback draw. Plenty of room to run. Fedge up the gut. Across the 45, out to about the 47. Gain of 17. Like he was skating on ice there. Fedge had just 3 carries previously for -5 yards. That one goes for 17, keeps the drive alive at a timeout. Zach Keller, and he is not happy that he had to burn a timeout while the clock was stopped momentarily to reset the chains. So that's the final timeout here of the half. We'll keep it here, 38 seconds left. Final timeout for the Braves. Get into the end zone, they need to go 53 yards. And this is a situation with your Zach Keller where you would love to have your athletes, Carson Hare and Khalil Abdurrahman, on the field. Abdurrahman sustaining a concussion, and so he's out of the game tonight. Hare is dressed. He did have a helmet on. He was hoping to go back in. He has helmet off now, but not going in yet anyway. So again, 1st and 10 on their own 47. Bottineau, 6th drive of the game. They're finally starting to put something together here. But a big sack and a fumble. Fumble recovered by Bottineau, but on a 4th down. Ended an 11-play drive, promising drive. The Braves had just 1 first down before that drive, starting at the 9:20 mark of this 2nd quarter. 1st and 10 on their own 47. 3 left, 1 right for Fedge. Looks left, rolls to the left. Peterson chasing. Fedge rips it down the field into double coverage. It's batted down that time as Gavin Krogstad batted it down. Brings up a 2nd and 10. So, of course, you're going to have some more pass attempts here for Fedge with 30 seconds left. On a 2nd and 10. 2 right, 2 left. Fedge takes the snap, looking right, throwing right, down the sidelines, intercepted. Thompson with the pick, down the sideline he goes. Yeah, that'll be Charlie Yon with the pick. He nearly had one before. Yon with the interception. And so it'll be 1st and 10 with 20 seconds left in the half. So Thompson with 1 timeout as well. You can run, I'd say, 3 plays here with the timeout. 3 plays max, I would say. Got to go 38 yards. As Overby in the gun, 2 to the right, 2 to the left there. Peterson and Krogstad over to the right. As Overby takes the snap, looking right, throwing towards the right, and he's got his man, Gibson. Actually went down the middle, but they got to call the timeout there. Big pass there to Gibson from the Bottineau 38. Ball will be spotted here at about the 10. Mark it at the 12. 26-yard pass from Overby to Gibson. So it's 1st and 10 at the 12. Thompson now out of timeouts in this half. But they'll have a couple of chances to try and get it into the end zone. Again, 8-0. Josh Juvie, a touchdown reception in the first quarter. At about the 4:15, 4:20 mark of the first quarter. So the Tommies will try to put another one on the board before halftime on this homecoming week. 2 left, 2 right here on a 1st and 10 at the 12. Overby back to pass, looking towards the sidelines, incomplete. Pass intended there that time for Lovelace. And so that'll make it here now. 2nd and 10. Second and 10 on the 12. One receiver right and 2 left. Juvie is left. Lovelace is left. And Krogstad is right. Back to pass. Crossing route is going towards Gibson. That's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and 10 at the 12. Some really quick passes, really extending the amount of plays that the Tommies can operate here. Is already the 4th play of this drive. 26-yard pass and then a couple of incompletions, quick incompletions. There was 20 seconds on the clock at the start of this. It took 7 seconds to get that 26-yard reception. Then the final timeout for Thompson. Since then, only 6 seconds, basically an average of 3 seconds per play. 3rd and 10 on the 12. Overby, back to pass, backpedaling, looking towards the end zone, got his man. Peterson won't drop it this time. Touchdown, Carter Peterson. And the Tommies are up now 14-0. Again, Peterson with a 12-yard grab. And we'll go for a 2-point conversion here now. And 2-point conversion again coming up here. Ready, 1 2-point conversion. Looking for a second. Overby trying to look for a window. Jump pass in the end zone. Peterson's got it. But we got a holding on Thompson, so wipe that off the board. And we'll do a retry here now with 1 second on that clock. That ODEC Insurance Company, Chris Mullen, Grand Forks, Dakota scoreboard. Again, 14-0 Thompson. We'll run a 2-point conversion once again. A lot of options on that 2-point conversion. Really nice play design there for Brady Schwab. As Overby rolling out, if he finds an opening, he can run it towards the pylon. He can try to cut inside, or he can look for a receiver trailing towards the back of the end zone. So we'll see what they do here this time around. And they move the ball back 10 yards for the retry. So it's about what the touchdown was, 12 yards. Three to the right. Gibson in the slot. Overby will do this mostly the same thing. He's looking, chucking it towards the end zone. It is knocked down, incomplete. And so the 2-point conversion that time is unsuccessful. But Thompson with a 14-0 lead. We still have 1 second left to go in this half, so obviously we will keep it here. Get into the half, we'll go over stats and analysis. So I'll give you my best number crunching here. We'll also try to look at scores around a Your Live event window and see who's up and who might have won already. As North and South, they had a 6 o'clock kickoff. So I would say it's not over yet, but it might be getting pretty close. Top 2 ranked teams, I believe, in Class AA, North and South. So we'll see who comes out on top on that one. Part of our 8-game lineup here on Your Live event for today. You can join R&J Broadcasting as well for the Coaches Corner tomorrow. Talk with football, volleyball, cross-country coaches around the region. Get their thoughts on how their teams are progressing. 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, KRJB, KRJM. And Will Welke to kick it off here again with 1 second on the clock. Welke, little squibber, and Welke nearly fell on it. But it is recovered by the Braves. Time has expired, and at the end of the first half, it is 14-0.
Into the first half, the score is Thompson 14, Bottineau 0.
So Thompson will take the lead, 14-0 over Bottineau on the Nodak Insurance Company, Chris Moe, and Grand Forks Dakota scoreboard. Officials still talking something over. Zach Keller, I think, wants a second. Still on the clock. Thompson players are going to the locker room, and there will be 1 second put back on the clock. So the Tommies will have to come back. They were, again, trotting all the way to the locker room. Now they're going to have to come back out onto the field. At least the defense will. So there will be 1 second left. It's a good thing we didn't break yet. So the Tommies will try back out there. Zach Keller will try to give Fedgy a Hail Mary-esque play to work with. And unless a miracle happens here at the end of the first half, we will be still 14-0 at the end of the first half. So again, Bottineau does get 1 second on the clock. Zach Keller pleads his case, and he is victorious in that case pleading. And so with that, the Bottineau Braves trot out onto the field, as do the Thompson Tommies. 1 second, Fedgy rolling, trying to go up the middle. We do have a flag as well. This one is probably a holding. And it looks like Fedgy might have strained something a little bit on that play. Holding, it is declined, and so maybe that wasn't such a good break as Fedgy gets up a little gimpy for the 1 second. He will get some extra yardage, less than 10. Credit down for about 8, I think. That's my unofficial estimate. At any rate, it is 14-0 now. Thompson does head back to the locker room, and Bottineau will head back to the south side of the field. 14-0. Thompson with the lead over Bottineau at the end of the first half on the Nodak Insurance Company. Chris Moe and Grand Forks Dakota scoreboard. Back for halftime stats and analysis next.
Welcome to a better banking experience with First State Bank. Locations in Grand Forks, Thompson, Buxton, Mayville, and Portland. First State Bank is here for you. Locally owned for over 120 years, we know you and the area. Banking for today with savings, checking, and loan services for business, personal, or agriculture. And helping to guide you to tomorrow with wealth management and insurance services. Today, tomorrow, together. First State Bank. Stop into our locations in Grand Forks, Thompson, Buxton, Mayville, and Portland, or visit online, firststatebanks.com.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Located on the beautiful Goose River in Hillsboro, the Goose River Golf Club offers both recreational and experienced golfers a great round. It's a 9-hole course open to the public, located right off exit 104 on I-29. The Goose River Golf Club in Hillsboro offers annual memberships for singles and families, also college memberships, first-time memberships, and outside 30-mile radius of Hillsboro membership available as well. Men's Day is Wednesday, Ladies' Day is Tuesday. You can learn more about getting on the Goose River Golf Club, gooserivergolfclub.com.
At Ironhide, we like to have our sales guys cater to the owners of the businesses or the customers that they're trying to help out to actually find a solution to their problem. We understand that customers have a job to do, and we strive to keep that job going without interruption.
We've invested so heavily in this facility, but bigger than that, in the people.
I think it's fair to say you pay more now than ever before to operate your vehicles. We've got some relief. I'm Chris Moen with Nodak Insurance. Our auto customers are driving safer with fewer accidents, and for many that translates into lower premiums. If you're not seeing lower rates with your insurance company, call me to compare. You might save some money, and you will get better service. Call me today at 757-1613, or stop by one of my locations at 1913 South Washington in Grand Forks or 207 Main Street in Dakota.
Hey, welcome back to Thompson, football fans. James Martin's back here with you on your live event, yourliveevent.com. Introducing the homecoming court here for Thompson, King and Queen, Brody Gibson, and as well Brenna Martin. Crowned King and Queen, respectively. There's the court out there at midfield. At the half, the Thompson Tommies with the lead over the Bottineau Braves, 14-0. Take a look at the storyline here of the first half with a total of 11 drives. Actually, 12 drives. 12 drives, actually 13 if you count the last second. 13 drives in that first half. We've had 2 touchdowns, both from Thompson, one each in the first quarter and the second quarter. Josh Juvie hauled in a 24-yard touchdown catch. 2-point conversion for Carter Peterson to make the score 8-0. And then in the waning seconds, actually with 1 second to go in the second quarter, it was off a interception for Thompson's Charlie Yon, led to another touchdown, 12 yards to Peterson, and a 2-point conversion was no good this time. That made the score again 14-0, which is where we stand at the end of the first half. Offensive numbers here for you, and my best guess, both quarterbacks actually, Drew Overby for Thompson and Tucker Fedge for Bottineau have completed 6 of 15 passes. Overby with 77 yards and Fedge with 59 yards. Overby 2 touchdown passes. Again, the one to Juvie for 24 and Peterson for 12. Juvie 2 catches for 30 yards. Krogstad a catch for 10 yards. Peterson 2 catches for 17. And Brody Gibson a catch for 26. Rushing, I have as a team, doing the quick math here, that's 21, 42, that would be 70, 103. I have 103 rushing yards. Actually, 124. 124 yards of rushing between Brody Gibson and Josh Juvie. 124 yards of rushing there for the Tommies. For Bottineau, catching the ball, Ty Marum with 2 catches for 32 yards. A catch, Emerson Marum, 8 yards. Solberg has 2 catches for 15 yards. And Siemens a catch for 4 yards as well. On the ground, Bottineau, as a team, let me do the quick math here. 18 and 22, 24, 25, and 34. 34 yards of rushing for Bottineau in that first half. So 34 rushing yards in the first half, 59 passing yards. Total offense for Bottineau in that first half, just shy of 193 yards. And total offense for Thompson in that first half, 201 yards of total offense. Drive summary, Bottineau punt, Thompson punt, Bottineau punt, the Josh Juby touchdown for Thompson, Bottineau punt, Thompson turnover and downs, Bottineau punt, Thompson punt, Bottineau turnover on downs off a fumbled snap on a fourth down. Thompson, a promising drive, but they fumbled the ball out of bounds, forcing a touchback to Bottineau, interception, touchdown. Drive summary there, stats and notes on the first half. Again, at the end of the first half, on that Nodak Insurance Company, Chris Moe and Grand Forks Dakota scoreboard, Thompson leading Bottineau 14-0. We'll see about taking a look around our Your Live event network stations, as well as around the rest of the state of North Dakota and some Minnesota scores as well. Next.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
This is Chris Brecken from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to our growers. Your trust and fellowship is the driving force behind our dedication to your successful farming operation. We continue to invest in the education of our team to ensure your customer experience is outstanding. Thank you for the opportunity to be your planter experts. Stop by either of our locations in Hillsboro or Drayton, North Dakota, or visit planterdoc.com.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region, as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors and their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show, presented by the Hillsboro Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Halftime here in Thompson as the Tommies with the 14-0 lead over Bottineau. Let's take a look at what's going on at the halftime on our halftime scoreboard here. A couple of scores from our Your Live event networks. Mayport CG up on Northern Cass 14-7 at the end of the first half. 43-0 Central Cass over Hillsboro Central Valley. Braden Mitchell 13-20 passing, 173 yards, 2 touchdowns through the air, 2 touchdowns rushing as well for the Squirrels. Tough break early this week for Joe Johnson, Pastor Joe Johnson and the Hillsboro Central Valley Burros. Both their starting quarterbacks injured. Both Mitchell and Leshik out with injuries this week. So changes that nobody wants and nobody wants to see and nobody wants to have to deal with for sure. But Burros continue to fight. They're making the best of it here at YourLiveEvent.com. Tied to the half as well. Valley City and Horace tied at 7. Big matchup. Let's see if we can get a score on North and South, because that was a big matchup. That one was a 6 o'clock kickoff, and that was at North. So right now, score, again, an update here. Let's see where we're at here. And score right now, oh, good one. Fourth quarter, 28-21. Fargo North with a touchdown lead over Fargo South. Again, this one's at North. 28-21, North with the lead over South right now. Adabor West, Polk County. Let's check in on that score. Cougars and the Thunder for the Thunder's homecoming. Close one. Adabor West up 12-6 with about 5.5 to go in the third quarter. Again, these games you can find at yourliveevent.com. Carrington, Lisbon. Let's check in on that game, see where that one's going. Big matchup, Region 1, Region 2, a couple of teams that are looking to be playoff bound. Right now it is 26-13, Lisbon up on Carrington at the half. So that's a big one there. Bagley, Mahnomen Waban, Thunderbirds, and the Flyers, I believe. We're in a timeout here right now. Checking up here on Hankinson Sargent County. That is also on our Your Live Event networks. 9-man football contest between the Bulldogs and the Pirates. Cody Malk having a great time in the NFL. His team, though, is down 35-14. Sargent County leads in the second quarter. As our check around the scoreboard here on Your Live Event, yourliveevent.com. Refresh just to see if any more came in. Not that I know of. So we will step away here and come on back for the second half here on Your Live Event. On that Nodak Insurance, Chris Moen, Grand Forks, Dakota scoreboard. It's Thompson 14, Bottineau 0. Back for the second half next.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
I'm Darian Bitts. I'm confident on and off the field. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nb.gov/confident.
I'm Doug Gray. I'm confident during the performance and when it's time for college. I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
For the second half here on Your Live Event, yourliveevent.com, between the Thompson Tommies and the Bottineau Braves. 14-0, Thompson with the lead. One touchdown each in the first and the second quarters. James Martin's here with you. As the Braves will kick off to the Tommies. Bottineau won the toss. They elected to receive to start the game, so big drive coming up for Thompson. If they can go the length of the field and punch it into the end zone, they will be up 3 scores at the start of the second half. Again, Khalil Abdur-Rahman out with a concussion for the Braves. Carson Hare coming back from an injury sustained against Langdon. He has not appeared in the game, though he has dressed. So we'll see if they go to him. He's wearing his helmet right now. He's standing on the sidelines. And so again, Thompson back to receive the kickoff here. Looks like Jake Hennings, grandson of legendary radio announcer for Bottineau, Les Halverson. As Hennings looks to kick it there right to left. As back to receive there for the Tommies, a trio of Tommies, and that's Chuck down the field. Taking it at the 25, up to the 30, and trying to churn the legs a little bit more. About the 32-yard line. Drew Overby and the Tommy's going to get things rolling here. Spot the ball at the Thompson 33. Both quarterbacks, Overby and Fedgy for the Braves, they tossed it 15 times, completed 6 passes each. Just a shred over 33.33 repeating percent completion and under 100 yards. But the Tommies over 200 yards on the ground in the first half. Over 200 yards of total offense in the first half, about 125 on the ground in the first half as Juvie gets the carry. Nice tackle there from the Braves. Nick Barbeau, the senior, gets the stop. As Thompson starts at their own 33, and they will get maybe a yard out of that. Or a little bit more than a yard, excuse me. No, it is a yard, 34. 34 there for a 2nd and 9. Unofficially, I had Juvie down for 21 yards in that first half. Did get a touchdown as well. 2nd and 9. Ball spotted, maybe a short 10 ball spotted at the 34. Handoff, Juvie this time. He's able to get about 2 more yards to the 36. 3rd and 7. As the Tommies again receiving the kickoff here to start the second half. Both these teams trying to chase after that 4th spot right now. Bottineau holds the 4th seed right now at 2-2. Cavalier as well at 2-2. Both those teams, I believe, have yet to play each other. Thompson and Grafton tied at 2-3. Grafton has the head-to-head victory. Overby, back to pass. Looking down the right-hand side, has got Krogstad in some space across the 45. Wrangled down there by Emerson Marham. Thompson with the first down. Needed the 43, get across the 45 to the 47. Pickup of 11 on that pass play to Krogstad. That's his 2nd catch of the game. Overby's first pass of the second half. 1st and 10 of the Thompson 47 in those black jerseys, green helmets, silver double T. Black pants moving left to right on that screen. Overby in the gun, Juvie in motion. Overby handoff to Gibson. Up the middle left. Cross midfield to about the 49 of Bottineau. Pickup of about 4. And brings up a 2nd and 6. And Gibson, I believe that's his first carry of the second half. Up to 4 yards. Thompson into Bottineau territory. 3 left, 1 right here on this 2nd down. And a nice tackle in the backfield that time. I believe that was Barbeau again getting into the backfield for the stop. Pushing the Tommies back to their own side of the field, back to the original line of scrimmage, back to the 47. And so it'll be a 3rd and 10. 3rd and about 9 3/4. 2 left, 2 right. Overby in the gun here. On a 3rd down, there's Juvie in motion. Overby rolling to his right, looking right, tossing right. No, nearly underthrew that. Krogstad, the big catch out near the 1st down marker. I think he's going to be short. It's going to be around the Bottineau 45. It might give him to the 44. And, it's going to be tight. They do spot it at the 44. It's going to be, I believe, a 4th and 1. Gain of 9 there for Krogstad already with a couple of catches in the second half. 2 catches for 20 yards in the second half. 4th and 1 here. Plenty of options for Brady Schwab and the Tommies here with 8:15 and counting in the 3rd quarter, up 14-0. On that Nodak Insurance Company, Chris Moe and Grand Forks Lakota scoreboard. And no, actually, they're gonna punt it. False start on Lovelace and the Tommies. They're delay a game, actually. So that'll back them up, and now they will punt it for sure. For sure they were going for it and looked up, and they're in punt formation. I believe that is the first accepted penalty of the game. There have been a couple declined penalties. There wasn't even a penalty thrown and picked up, so now they're going to go for it. Okay, here we go. Bobbled snap and fumble and a disaster for the Tommies. And so that'll be a turnover on downs as Bottineau gets the ball on in Thompson territory. Great opportunity there for the Braves. They'll get it at the Tommy 47-yard line. And so Bottineau, great starting field position here for their first drive of the second half. Again, at the Tommy 47. Fedgy back out there to start the second half at quarterback. It's a handoff and nowhere to go. Thrown down Welke and Jan there that time. Bringing him down. Moves the ball. Whoop. Whoop. Must have stopped it at where progress was impeded. So they do give him a gain of a yard. 2nd and 9. Siemens out to the far right, and Emerson Marum out to the far right, Siemens out to the left, and he gets the catch at the 40. Nice cut up the field across the 35, and it's a first down for Bottineau. They'll spot the ball at the 34. Big above 12. Fedgy tossing 6 of 15 for 59 yards in the first half. Toss that time of 12. 1st and 10, Fedgy rolling out to his right, and it is incomplete, nearly intercepted. Peterson looking for a hold that time. He had a decent case, maybe. Krogstad on the breakup there that time. Brings up here 2nd and 10 on the 34. Fedgy now on the night, 7 of 17 for 71 yards. And Bottineau still looking for their first score of the night. 6:54 to go in the third quarter. Fedgy handoff with Freeman, Easton Freeman. It's the team's goalie in the Bottineau for the Bottineau Rugby Braves hockey team. Freeman started as a goalie as a sophomore. As Peterson and Haig on the stop there for Tommy's. Freeman now a senior. 3rd and 8. That went up to the 32. Fedgy in the gun, back to pass. Peterson pressuring, and we do get a holding this time. It's intercepted. 2nd pick of the game for Fedgy. Plenty of room to run for Lovelace. He's loving this race. Lovelace, 40, 35, 30. Oh, and that might be another penalty. Could be a horse collar there that time at the end. And a big interception there for Lovelace. Fedgy now with 2 picks on the night. A big return penalty, of course, the holding penalty is declined. There was no horse collar penalty at the end. Holding on Bottineau, of course, that's declined due to the interception and the return. And so with that pick, Thompson with a big return all the way, basically flipped the field to the 34. Lots of candidates for the precision, RDK Enterprise precision play of the game, and lots of candidates for the Ambridge Energy player of the game as well. You can find out what both of those will be in our postgame. So 1st and 10, this is coming now at the 23-yard line. 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's a run, nothing doing much there. And Pick up a yard. Brings up a second and a short 10. Big opportunity for Thompson to go up 3 scores here. Again, they really need a win in this region to try and stay alive for that 4th and final spot. Roll out, right side, finding Juvie on the right-hand side from Overby. That's going to be inside the 20 here. He'll mark it at the 18. Pick up a 5 there for Juvie. Overby now 3 completions for 25 yards in this second half. Turn 5 of the 18. Bottineau defense really needed a stop here as Overby in the gun with Gibson. Juvie to the left, as is Lovelace, the man who got the big interception. Bring the Tommies back on offense. Pressure coming from the right-hand side. It's thrown out of bounds in the direction of Peterson. Brings up a 4th and 5. Flag as well, so we'll hold up on this for now. See what the call is here. And looks like it's going to go against the Tommies here. Or actually, no, it's against Bottineau, holding on defense. So that'll be an automatic first down there for the Tommies. Move the ball to the 13. So that's a big blow there for Zach Keller's squad. They forced Thompson into a 3rd down. Overby, handoff, up the middle, Juvie. Fumbles over a couple of Braves. That's about the 9. Pick up about 4. 2nd and a long 7 here. Mark him down maybe just inside the 10. Thompson taking their time here. Trying to milk a little bit of clock as well. Trying to pick up that 3rd score of the game. Overby, handoff, and nothing doing. Big Jake Hennings busts through the line for a big tackle for a loss. They'll mark it back at the 11, 12. I'll say the 11. Loss of about a yard. Make it at the 12. Loss of about 2 on the play for Juvie. Brings up another big 3rd and 9. Bottineau defense, big guys up there on the line. Barbeau, Hennings, Bud Wilkie, Noah Bedlin. It's a 3rd and 9. Overby backpedals. Throwing it off on a crossing route to Juvie. And still on his feet. Down near the first down marker. But I think he's going to be short. 3.5 and counting here in this 3rd quarter. They'll mark it, looks like at the 5. So he's about 3 yards shy. Pass play of about 7 yards. There to Juvie. 4th down. And about 3 as looks like we get a timeout. Thompson calls a timeout here. 2:54 remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Still says first. It is the 3rd quarter here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
On the Nodak Insurance Company, Chris Moen scoreboard. It is the third quarter. My apologies on that. I had one wrong thing clicked there, so let's get back to the right thing there, and that should tell us where we're at here officially in the third quarter. There you go. Third quarter, Thompson with the lead. 14-0 on a big 4th down and 2 here. Big play here for both these teams. Man in motion, Juvie comes right to left. Overby high snap, a handoff to Gibson. Ooh, it's going to be close. I think he's going to be short. See where they spotted here. Needed the 2, and he will be short. Turnover on downs here now. As the Braves will take over. Big defensive stop for Bottineau to keep themselves in this one. Ball spotted at the 4, actually. So he's a couple yards short. So Bottineau got to go about 96 yards. Try and cut into this lead. 2:46 remaining here in the third quarter. 1st and 10. Handoff. Ooh, yank down that time was Freeman. Krogstad delivers the hit. And Welke as well. Gain of a couple. Out to the 6. 2nd and a short 9 here. For the Braves. Second possession of this second half. Svedji in the gun. Takes the snap, and we'll have a penalty here. Looks like a false start against the Braves. Or legal motion, one of the two. False start there on Bottineau. Moves at half the distance to the goal. Back to about the 3. 2nd and about 11 now for Bottineau, backed up in their own end. At about 14 yards of total offense in the third quarter so far for the Braves. Had a promising drive start in the Thompson end after a turnover on downs. But Fedji with an interception. That stalled out the drive. Launching it down the field, up for grabs. It's incomplete. 3rd and 11. 1:46 left here in the third quarter. 14-0 Thompson. 2 touchdowns, one by Juvie, one by Peterson. 2 passing touchdowns for Overby. Had 7 touchdowns, 6 picks coming in tonight. Overby now with 9 touchdowns, 6 picks. Had 665 yards as well. I have him now for 32 in this half. He had 77 of the first half, so he's up over the 750 passing yards mark for the season. 3rd and 11 here for the Braves. All backed up in their own end. Fedji, and we get another penalty. And I believe it's against Bottineau again. Another false start, looks like, for the Braves. And back it up to now about the 1.5. That'll bring up here now a 3rd and about 12.5. And Bottineau without arguably 2 of their best players there in Abdul Rahman and Carson Hare. But they're still making it a game with the players they have out on the field. It's Fedji scrambling, looking for something, and It's going to be a safety. Safety for the Tommies. Makes it now 16-0. Thompson extending the lead here. Still just a 2-score game, though. And so Thompson will get the safety punt after this.
Mother Nature can strike at any time, and Irie Insurance is here to help. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve. Home insurance, auto insurance, crop insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance. We have you covered from head to toe, underground to sky. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote.
Safety punt coming up here. I guess it's a more safety kick in high school. Safety kick. Jake Henning's going to take the safety kick here. 16-0. Thompson with the lead over Bottineau on that Nodak Insurance Company, Chris Moe, and Grand Forks, Dakota scoreboard. The kick will take place from the 20-yard line. Bottineau's 20, of course. And the Tommies back to receive here. Jan and Juvie. And Gibson also back to receive on the safety kick from Jake Hennings. Big man gets a chance to get a big kick. Nicely done. On a hop and a dribble. Out to the 40, 45, and a slip there for Juvie at about the 46. Thompson in good field position here. Their last drive ended in a turnover on downs at the 4-yard line, but it resulted in a safety on the next possession there for Bottineau. 91 seconds to go in the third. Again, Bottineau 2-2 in region play. Thompson 2-3. Thompson were to win this game, they would leapfrog Bottineau in the standings. And depending on Grafton and Cavaliers game tonight, we can have a new team occupying the 4th seed in the standings. Handoff is to Gibson. Rolls to the left-hand side, looking for a cut-up out across the numbers, across the 50, out to about the 49. Pick up of about 5 on the play. Bring up a 2nd and 5. Not much doing rush-wise here in the second half for Thompson. They've got 11 yards on the ground in the second half. They had 124 in the first half. 60 seconds remaining here on what is now a decent night on the southern edge of Grand Forks County. Likely need one more play after this for Thompson on a 2nd and 5. It's going to be a handoff to Juvie out over the numbers on the left-hand side. And it should be a first down. Out across the 45 of Bottineau. They'll mark it at the 44, which is what they needed for a first down, and they get it. So one last play for sure in this third quarter. Well, actually, maybe a little closer to the 43-yard line. At any rate, first down there for Thompson. As there's a snap, it's a handoff up the middle. Gibson some room to run out across the 35 to the 34, pickup of about 10, and that is where the third quarter will end.
That is the end of the third quarter.
End of the third quarter. Thompson with the 16-0 lead over Bottineau on that Nodak Insurance Company, Chris Moe, and Grand Forks Dakota scoreboard. Fourth quarter next.
My coworkers here at Degelman are super supportive. We all get along. Makes for a really easy work day, easy work week.
From day one, I felt like it's been a big family here at Degelman.
Our culture at Degelman is really second to none. It's truly a family atmosphere.
It feels really great to be a part of a team that is building some of the toughest equipment in the farm industry.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
Welcome back to Thompson. Football fans, James Martin's back here with you on your live event, yourliveevent.com. 16-0 in favor of the Tommies. A couple of touchdowns and a safety. Tommies with the ball. It's a second and a very short one, as Thompson tries to cap off their homecoming week with a victory. Congratulations to Thompson Tommies, Superintendent Mouse, and the rest of the staff here and students and everybody in Thompson on a great week. As up the gut with a great run, still going is Gibson. Big run there for Brody Gibson. About near the 10, and big first down there for Thompson. Looking for the end zone here. And they'll mark it at about the 13, 14-yard line. Call it the 13. Pickup of 21 for Gibson. Another big run for him today. 1st and 10, 11.5 and counting here in the contest. At least in regulation. Handoff, going nowhere that time. Driven back to about the 15. Maybe even back beyond that. Take him to about the 16-yard line on a loss of 3. 2nd and 13. Of course, a touchdown here could mean a lot later on in the season. As, of course, when you got a logjam like that, if it ends up being that way at the end, the score differential could be the difference maker. There's multiple teams tied for those final spots. Overby, handoff to Juvie, breaks one tackle, keeps going. Out across the 10. And see where they mark him there. Be a 3rd down here. Put him at the 6, gain of 10. 3rd and about 3 here. Juvie got him down for about 20 in this second half. Gibson about 32 or so. 3rd and 3, there's at the Bottineau 6. Overby, handoff, out to the left-hand side, and Juvie's not going to get there. 4th down. Gain of maybe a yard and a half. They'll put him at the 4. 8th play of the drive. Big 4th and 1 coming up here. Thompson, by the way, I believe this is their longest drive of the game. 8th play coming up here. Taking out some clock. They get to the line with 6 and 5, 4, and a timeout's called by Brady Schwab and the Tommies. 2nd timeout charged to Thompson here in the second half. 9:18 to go. Thompson knocking on the door of another touchdown.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Out of the timeout here on your live event, yourliveevent.com. 16-0. Thompson Tommy's looking to pitch a shutout over the Bottineau Braves. First of 3 consecutive Thompson home games. We'll have all of them for you in your live event. Tommy's welcome Northern Cass next week. And then they will be welcoming Langdon area and Munich the week after that. 4th and 1 here. As they're in the gun here to start anyway. 9:18 remains in the contest. Taking a little bit of a delay here. They're checking something on the Bottineau sideline. And well, looks like we're good to go. 4th and 1. Overby in the gun, takes the snap, handoff, and looks to be close. And it will be a first down. Gibson takes it to maybe about the 2. Call the 2. They needed the 3. They'll give him the 2. First and goal for Thompson. Trying to really put Bottineau in a jam here. Taking their time, 8:45 and counting. Already up 2 scores, 2 2-point conversions. This would be a big score here if they can get it. First and goal, the 2. Overby in the gun with Gibson. Takes the snap, handoff. Gibson trying to cut into the end zone, and he's there. Brody Gibson with a touchdown. The homecoming king caps off a 9-play drive. Lasting about 5 minutes. 2-yard rush for Gibson. Makes it 22-0. So the Tommies get back into the huddle here for the 2-point conversion. Overby in the gun, takes the snap. And incomplete. And so at the end of that drive, 22-0 on the Nodak Insurance Company Chris Moen Grand Forks Dakota scoreboard. Tommy's inching closer and closer to a big region victory.
Welcome to a better banking experience with First State Bank. Locations in Grand Forks, Thompson, Buxton, Mayville, and Portland. First State Bank is here for you. Locally owned for over 120 years, we know you and the area. Banking for today with savings, checking, and loan services for business, personal, or agriculture. And helping to guide you to tomorrow with wealth management and insurance services. Today, tomorrow, together. First State Bank. Stop into our locations in Grand Forks, Thompson, Buxton, Mayville, and Portland, or visit online, firststatebanks.com.
And back here in Thompson for their homecoming, 22-0. The Tommies with the lead over the Bottineau Braves. Again, looking at the standings, Bottineau was in that 4th spot. They will, these results hold, fall out of that 4th spot. Cavalier tonight, they are hosting Rugby. That's a long drive from Pierce County to Cavalier for the Rugby Panthers. Cavalier wins this game tonight. If they do, they will be in that 4th spot to leapfrog Bottineau. As Thompson will kick it off to the Braves. As that's a bobbled catch, and falling on it there that time is DeMontney. Out across the 30 at about the 33. First full drive of the 4th quarter for either team, as the Thompson drive ending in a touchdown started in late 3rd. 8:31 to go as they'll start at their own 33. Grafton, by the way, tonight, they are hosting Harvey Wells County, some of the other teams in that region, in this region. Tucker Feggie, the junior starter, hands off to Bottineau. Out across the 35, out near the 40. Bottineau looking to continue to churn, at least try to put some points on the board. Out to the 40-yard line, pickup of 7. Previously, Bottineau had 5 yards total of rushing before that 7-yard run. 2nd and 3 at the 40. For Thompson, runs are an okay thing as it takes time off the clock. So they'll give up some runs to eat away at that clock and try to get themselves another win in region play. Handoff, Freeman, upended at his own 36. Lost there that time, 37 actually. Lost there that time. Brings up a 3rd and mid-range. Ball marked back. Give him a better spot at the 38. Loss of 2. $10 yards of rushing in this half for the Bottineau Braves. And just 12 yards receiving. 22 yards of total offense. As that is incomplete. Tymarum was the intended receiver. Brings up here now, 4th down for the Braves. Fourth down and about 6 here for Bottineau. 4th and a short 6. Need about the 43 for a first down. Feggie takes the snap back to pass, looking good as he throws it. Intercepted. Gibson stumbles and across the 40. The 3rd interception of the game for Tucker Feggie. Tough night for him. As Thompson takes over here with 6:58 to go in this one. Ball spotted now at the Bottineau 40. So again, Bottineau was slotted in that current 4th seed. Cavalier with a win over Rugby tonight will move into that 4th seed. Cavalier has an interesting schedule the rest of the way. They've got Thompson, Bottineau, Harvey Wells County left on their schedule. So Cavalier runs the table. They can make a run at that 3 seed. There's a handoff over B. With the handoff there as Jan gets the carry. His first carry of the game. Gain of 3. Brings up a 2nd and 7 here. At the Bottineau 37. Again, Langdon area, Edward Munich undefeated in the region 4-0. Carrington 4-1. They were down by about 13. I think 26-13 was the score. Lisbon was up on Carrington. Region 1, Region 2 crossover. Harvey Wells County and Grafton doing battle tonight in Cavalier Rugby as well. 2 right, 2 left. Overby, handoff to Juvie. Bumbles his way across the 45 to the, or 35 to the 34. Gain of 3 more. 3rd and about 4. Under 6 minutes to go here in this one. 22-0. Thompson Tommies holding on to the lead. Touchdowns for Gibson, Juvie, and Peterson. As they'll break the huddle at about 10, will Thompson. Bottineau with all 3 of their timeouts. 2 right, 2 left here on a 3rd down. Handoff, Juvie. Spying his way through, but not enough. He'll gain a yard to the 33. And it'll be a 4th down. Thompson going for it here. We'll take it under 5 minutes on that clock. About the 2-hour mark in this one. Thompson Tommies look to pick up a big win in region play. They will leapfrog the Bottineau Braves. Harvey Wells County holds off Grafton tonight. Thompson will leapfrog them as well, Grafton, to be in 5th place in the region standings. Attempted pass for Peterson is incomplete. Turnover on downs. Ball goes back to Bottineau here with 4:39. So here, Braves at least trying to put some points up on that board, on that Nodak Insurance Company, Chris Moen, Grand Forks, Dakota scoreboard, that is. Scan that QR code at the bottom of the screen to find out how Chris Moen can answer your insurance questions. They are agents with answers, after all. Chris Moen, Nodak Insurance. 3 to the right, none left here for Tucker Fedge and company, starting at their own 33. It's a handoff up across the 35, about the 36, 37-yard line. Demonte on the carry. Brings him out a 2nd and 6. Kellen Thompson on the stop there for the Tommies. Three right, one left. Man in motion, it's Freeman. And a muff snap, and we get a flag as well. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a false start on Bottineau. That's their third of the half, third of the game. Brings it back to the 32. 2nd and short 12. Again, Bottineau, they do have a relatively easy schedule the rest of the way with the Park River area and rugby still left to be played. And Cavalier also. So they still have a chance to climb up into that top 4, but this is going to be a tough loss for them as Marham with some toe drag swag there at about the 37. Pick above about 5. Or Solberg, excuse me, on the catch. Landon Solberg, the sophomore. Sends him to the 38. Gain of 6. Solberg's first catch of the second half, his third of the game. 3 catches, 21 yards. Third down and mid-range. Third about 6. Freeman in motion. Fedge. Inside handoff. Demonte gets past one Tommy and gets the first down out across the 40 to the 45. Demonte with a gain of 7 and a first down. Yeah, the chains will keep moving here. I'll mark the ball there in the near side hash mark at the 45. 2 right, 2 left here. Fedge in the gun, takes the snap. Handoff, Demonte again. Gets a yard out to the 46. 2nd and 9 here for the Braves. Now up to 22 yards of rushing in the second half. They had 34 in the entire first half. As Emerson Marham brings in the play. From Zach Keller and the Bottineau Braves enjoying the first full season of their new field, new stadium up in Bottineau. As it's a handoff from Fedge to Demonte with some more room to run out across midfield to the 41. Gain of 13. Demonte, I'm down in the second half for 5 carries for 32 yards. Again, Bottineau was able to host their first track meet last spring. First time in at least a decade, I think they hosted a track meet. Brand new field up there. It looks spectacular. 3 to the left, 1 to the right here is Fedge. Handoff to Demonte. Up the middle again. Riding Will Demonte. I believe Demonte, a cross-country and track runner as well. I believe him and Bud Wilkie, another teammate on the football team, they made it to the state meet. Bismarck Bowl last spring. It's up across the 40 to about the 36. Gain of 5 more for Demonte. Bottineau, really their biggest thing, they got to get healthy. See if they can get Hare and Abdul Rahman back out onto the field. That's a big difference. 2nd and 5. Damani again. Why not? He's finding room up the middle. As he won't get the first down there, but we'll get some extra yardage. They'll bring him up to the 34, 33, 34. Call it 33. Pick up a 3 there for Damani again. Handoff, this time up to about the 30. Might be enough for a first down, and it is. As Bottineau brings in their second string here now, second/third string. As we're down to about 60 seconds in this one. Down to about the 30. Gain of 3 on that play. Veggie, another handoff. And that will just about do it. One more carry. Or one more play, I should say. The ball's at the 29. And we'll see here again. One last play. Just about 2 hours, 6 minutes into this one. Tough break for the Bottineau Braves. Long trip as well. Long bus ride back to Bottineau. As that'll pretty much do it. Big tackle there that time by Elijah Conrad. The freshman gets into the stat book as that will do it. The final score on that Nodak Insurance Company Chris Moen Grand Forks Dakota scoreboard. It's 22-0. Thompson with a big win in Region play. Bottineau tough loss. Makes things a lot more interesting in those Region 2 standings. And so we will come back. We'll have stats and analysis here on this game. We'll have our post-game interviews, our Enbridge Energy player of the game, our RDK Enterprises Precision play of the game as well. And we'll do all that coming up next on your live event.
Let's get real. Get ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. The University of Minnesota Crookston offers more than 35 majors, minors, and certificates. Earn a University of Minnesota degree, where you can make a difference in a close-knit community. Faculty become friends, and friends feel like family. You don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, and will get you ready for anything.
Located on the beautiful Goose River in Hillsboro, the Goose River Golf Club offers both recreational and experienced golfers a great round. It's a 9-hole course open to the public, located right off exit 104 on I-29. The Goose River Golf Club in Hillsboro offers annual memberships for singles and families, also college memberships, first-time memberships, and outside 30-mile radius of Hillsboro membership available as well. Men's Day is Wednesday, Ladies' Day is Tuesday. You can learn more about getting on the Goose River Golf Club, GooseRiverGolfClub.com.
At Ironhide, we like to have our sales guys cater to the owners of the businesses or the customers that they're trying to help out to actually find a solution to their problem. We understand that customers have a job to do, and we strive to keep that job going without interruption.
We've invested so heavily in this facility, but bigger than that, in the people.
I think it's fair to say you pay more now than ever before to operate your vehicles. We've got some relief. I'm Chris Moen with Nodak Insurance. Our auto customers are driving safer with fewer accidents, and for many that translates into lower premiums. If you're not seeing lower rates with your insurance company, call me to compare. You might save some money, and you will get better service. Call me today at 757-1613, or stop by one of my locations at 1913 South Washington in Grand Forks or 207 Main Street in Dakota.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in North Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the NDHSAA and the North Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
This is Chris Brecken from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to our growers. Your trust and fellowship is the driving force behind our dedication to your successful farming operation. We continue to invest in the education of our team to ensure your customer experience is outstanding. Thank you for the opportunity to be your planter experts. Stop by either of our locations in Hillsboro or Drayton, North Dakota, or visit planterdoc.com.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
And welcome back inside the press box here, inside the booth, you could say. Here tonight, the final score on that Odak Insurance Company, Chris Moe and Grand Forks Lakota scoreboard. Final 22-0. Thompson comes away with a win. Just crunching the numbers here. We'll go over them in just a little bit. But let's take a look at the storyline of the game. 3 touchdowns and a safety for Thompson. One in the first, second, and fourth quarters. First quarter, a 24-yard receiving touchdown. Josh Juvie. A 2-point conversion from Peterson as well, from Carter Peterson, making the score 8-0 at that point. Second touchdown came late in the second quarter, 12-yard touchdown to Peterson, 2-point conversion, no good, makes it 14-0. Thompson added a safety in the third quarter, 16-0, and then a 2-yard rushing touchdown for Brody Gibson, the homecoming king, caps off what I'm sure is a great week for him, 22-0. The final score, 2-point conversion was no good. Tough night for the Bottineau Braves. They weren't able to get much offense going. They did have some good looks, especially a drive that started in Thompson territory, but just a little banged up. Bottineau, Khalil Abdul-Rahman out of the game with a concussion. Carson Hare coming back from an injury. They're really starting quarterback and receiver. So tough break for the Bottineau Braves, but good win for the Thompson Tommies. Taking a look at some stats here. We'll go on the Thompson side first. They had 188 yards of rushing. I have them down for the game, and 109 yards passing for a total of 297, just shy of 300. Drew Overby was 10 of 19 for 109 yards through 2 touchdown passes as well. Again, 188 total yards of rushing. There might have been a couple of carries that Gibson had instead of Juvie, and I might have marked that down wrong, so I'll say team rushing at 188 yards. Again, passing 109 yards. Pretty spread around as well throughout the contest for Thompson. For Tucker Fedge and the Bottineau Braves, he finished the night. I have him down for 7 completions for 71 yards. He had 3 picks in the game as well. Lovelace and Gibson and Jan got the interceptions on the game. Rushing him down for 34 yards in the first half. That last drive was really good for Bottineau. Found some open holes. I have him down for, 5, 16, and that's 24, and 45. So I have him down for a total of 79 yards rushing, and again, 71 yards passing. So my elementary math is correct. 150 yards total offense for the Bottineau Braves. Lots of punts in the first half. Turnovers on downs. There really, surprisingly, weren't too many turnovers tonight. Only other than the turnover on downs, I should say there weren't too many fumbles or anything like that. Muff snaps, but mostly recovered by the team that fumbled. There was 3 interceptions for Bottineau, 1 fumble out of the end zone for Thompson. So that's really your storyline of the game. Stats and storyline of the game here. Again, 22-0. Thompson with the win over Bottineau. We'll continue on here with the post game. We'll see if we can get some coaches to come up here. We'll award our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, our RDK Precision play of the game as well. I've got both of those in mind. We'll keep it rolling here on yourliveevent.com. More on the post game next.
Every Wednesday night at 7, watch the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation. Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region as we'll hear from area coaches in North Dakota and Minnesota. Plus, we'll highlight area high school seniors on their achievements in the classroom and on the court with our Senior Spotlight. That's the YourLiveEvent.com Coaches Show presented by the Hillsborough Economic Development Corporation, Wednesday nights at 7 on YourLiveEvent.com.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
I'm Darian Bitts. I'm confident on and off the field. And when it's time for college, I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nb.gov/confident.
I'm Doug Gray. I'm confident during the performance and when it's time for college. I'm confident Bank of North Dakota will help me make good student loan decisions. Visit bnd.nd.gov/confident.
R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is hiring a full-time play-by-play sports announcer and broadcast sales representative. Duties include selling advertising time for radio, digital, video streaming, and regional cable TV. Play-by-play responsibilities include live play-by-play of local sporting events for radio, video streaming, and regional cable TV broadcasts. Wage plus talent and commission pay structure with full-time benefits package offered. For more information or to apply, email apply@rjbroadcasting.com. That's apply@rjbroadcasting.com.
Hey growers, when working on your water management solutions, call Chad's Excavating out of Mayville. They are your water management contractor, helping you with tile drainage plans, service drainage plans, or both. Remember, water management is a lifetime investment. Call Chad 701-430-0182 to get your water problem solved. For more information, follow Chad's Excavating on Facebook. For tile drainage and service plans, call 701-430-0182. Chad's Excavating out of Mayville, helping farmers grow.
Back here on the post-game show, again, the final score in the Nodak Insurance Company, Chris Moe and Grand Forks Lakota scoreboard, 22-0. The Thompson Tommies pick up the win over the Bottineau Braves. Let's head to the scoreboard and see what we can find from contests across the state, contests across the region. A big one in 9-man from Belfield, Bowman County with a win over Hart River, 22-16. Even bigger game, though. Biggest game of the night, though. I'm just going down the list here. Big in no particular order. Biggest game of the night. Number 1, Fargo North. Number 2, Fargo South. That game's on yourliveevent.com. Chase Miller had a doozy. 28-27. Fargo North comes out with a win. Peter Haugo, 3 touchdowns, 270 yards for the Spartans. They move to 5-0. Fargo South falls to 3-2. Final score from Castleton Central Cass over Hillsborough Central Valley, 43-0. Final score there at halftime. It was 14-7. Mayport CG over Northern Cass. Let's check in on our Your Live event broadcasts and let's see what we can find as far as a contest that is concerned. Ada Borup West and Polk County West. Polk County West, so homecoming game. Final score on that one was 18-12. Looks like Ada Borup West comes away with a win, spoils the homecoming party for Polk County West. 18-12. Again, the final score. Carrington Lisbon. Carrington was up, or Lisbon, excuse me, was up big at the half, 26-13. Final score in that one, still going, 27-26. Carrington has claimed the lead. 14 unanswered points in the fourth quarter. Not sure how much time is left. Right now, Lisbon is driving, though. This must be late in the fourth quarter. Lisbon with the ball, down one. Head on over to yourliveevent.com. Of course, you're already there following along with this contest. So there's that one. Bagley, Monoman, Waubun. Let's check in on the score on that one. And let's see here. The Thunderbirds, big win over Bagley, 56-13. Monoman Waubun gets the big win over Bagley. Mayport CG, Northern Cass. Let's see here. 34-19. The Patriots about to come away with the win over Northern Cass. Northern Cass will have them next week here in Thompson. Great squad down in Northern Cass. Just had some tough breaks and played some good teams. So Mayport CG looking to get a big win there in Region 2. Region 2, Region 1 crossover. Hankinson Sargent County 9-man contest. That's the last score we'll check under your live event network. Let's see here. Sargent County was up big at the last check, at the halftime check. 49-26, Sargent County. Sargent County, 49-26 over Hankinson. Sargent County, ranked team in 9-man football. So there's your look around the scoreboard here. Again, it is homecoming week, so we may not get the coaches right away. We may kind of grab them at the end. I may just grab them off the air as well for some post-game interviews, or post-game interview with at least Brady Schwab at Thompson. But at any rate, we will come back. We will look to get towards the end of the post-game here with our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game, our RDK Enterprises Precision Play of the Game. I got both in mind. We'll let you know who's the winner and what play is the highlight play. Coming up next.
Mother Nature can strike at any time, and Irie Insurance is here to help. Experience the difference with Irie. Get the insurance protection you want with the customer service you deserve.
Home insurance, auto insurance, crop insurance, commercial insurance, benefits insurance.
We have you covered from head to toe, underground to sky. Go to IrieInsurance.com to get a free quote.
My coworkers here at Degelman are super supportive. We all get along. Makes for a really easy work day, easy work week.
From day one, I felt like it's been a big family here at Degelman.
Our culture at Degelman is really second to none. It's truly a family atmosphere.
It feels really great to be a part of a team that is building some of the toughest equipment in the farm industry.
At Thompson Public Schools, their mission is to develop lifelong learners and responsible citizens. You can visit their website, tps-k12.org, for school announcements and calendars, lunch menus, weather announcements, athletic schedules, and more. Follow them on social media and share in Tommy Pride with student updates and events with Thompson Public Schools. Thompson Public Schools thanks all students, staff, parents, alumni, and community members for their continued support. Good luck to the Tommies. Learn more at tps-k12.org.
At Enbridge, we believe sustainability is the foundation of our success. How well we perform as a steward of our environment, a safe operator of essential energy infrastructure, a good neighbor, and a diverse employer defines our success. Learn more about Enbridge's environmental, social, and governance commitments and our Indigenous Reconciliation Plan at enbridge.com.
Welcome to a better banking experience with First State Bank. Locations in Grand Forks, Thompson, Buxton, Mayville, and Portland, First State Bank is here for you. Locally owned for over 120 years, we know you and the area. Banking for today with savings, checking, and loan services for business, personal, or agriculture. And helping to guide you to tomorrow with wealth management and insurance services. Today, tomorrow, together. First State Bank. Stop into our locations in Grand Forks, Thompson, Buxton, Mayville, and Portland, or visit online firststatebanks.com.
And back here in Thompson, looking to wrap things up on our post-game show as the final score on that Nodak Insurance Company, Chris Moen, Grand Forks, Dakota scoreboard 22-0. In case you've been flipping around from other games, give you a quick recap of the scoring summary. Thompson with 3 touchdowns and a safety. They had a score in each of the first 4 quarters. Touchdown there in the first quarter, Josh Juvie, 24-yard touchdown reception. A touchdown reception, Carter Peterson in the second quarter. One two-point conversion, one two-point conversion missed, making the score 14-0 at the half. And then a safety in the third quarter, 16-0, and then another 2-yard rushing touchdown from Brody Gibson. That winds up being your 22 points. So wait to see if we get some coaches up here. I don't believe we'll have Zach Keller up here tonight, but we'll stick around and see if we have Brady Schwab there from Thompson. Stick around a little while longer because we got a couple more things left to take care of, including the Enbridge Energy player of the game. And Life Takes Energy, Enbridge Energy for Life, Enbridge.com for career opportunities. And, I tell you what, there were several candidates for player of the game, but getting the shirt here tonight because he had both an interception and a touchdown. That was the difference maker. Brody Gibson, homecoming king this week, but he really showed up on the field, made some good plays, some really good runs in the first half, and again, a play on defense in the second half. So we're playing both sides of the ball. Our Enbridge Energy player of the game is Brody Gibson. Congratulations to Brody. You'll be getting the shirts from us at R&J Broadcasting and the Halstead Telephone Company for your efforts on the field, yourliveevent.com as well. So that's our Enbridge Energy player of the game. Time now for RDK Enterprises Precision play of the game. RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro, and Drayton for precision planting updates, information, questions, and contact RDK Enterprises, Hillsboro, and Drayton, 701-636-2119, or visit planterdoc.com. Again, that's planterdoc.com. RDK Enterprises is here to help you. And our precision play of the game, it was a defensive play, and it really goes back to that interception, those interceptions, but one in particular by Easton Lovelace Jr. just really took the ball from one side of the field to the other, was running all over the place. It was a fantastic play, and so that's my RDK Enterprises precision play of the game. So, again, let's see here. Once again, go check our schedule at yourliveevent.com. Be sure to like all of our social media pages, our Facebook, Twitter page, and as well subscribe to that YouTube page. Got over 11,000 subscribers. If you want to be one of them to be in the know about when your favorite team is going to be on our broadcast network next, you can go to yourliveevent.com. You can check out the schedules for your favorite team in the area. You can check out the full schedule. You can check out all kinds of fun stuff on yourliveevent.com. Also, join R&J Broadcasting, KRJB, KRJM, for our Coaches Corner tomorrow at 9 o'clock. We'll have some audio from our area coaches, including Hillsboro Central Valley, Ada West, Polk County West, and much more. Manoma and Waban as well, have audio from them. Coaches Corners as well. Got a chance to catch up with Hillsboro Central Valley head volleyball coach Katie Stabler today. That interview is on tomorrow's Coaches Corner. Several other things on the Coaches Corner tomorrow, 9 o'clock, KRJB and KRJM. The final score, one final time on the Nodak Insurance Company, Chris Moe and Grand Forks, Dakota scoreboard. It's Thompson 22, Bottineau 0. I'll try to see if I can grab Brady after the broadcast here for a few quick comments. Otherwise, we'll get him next week for pregame comments and postgame comments as Northern Cass comes to Thompson next week. I'll be back here to Thompson for the call on that one. From all of us here at yourliveevent.com, a partnership of R&J Broadcasting and Halstead Telephone Company, for our executive producer, Mark Forseth, Brandon Mickelson, our technical producer, our marketing guru, executive director there, Jim Berkmeyer, and Jack Albee, the magic video man, as we like to call him. And for all the voices on Your Live Event, yourliveevent.com, for the fans and those watching at home or wherever you may be, thanks for tuning in. And Tommy and Brave football fans, show some pride.